Okay, so we got a nice set that Terry Viscara did. Canyon Salon here in Westlake Village neighbor. Great nail tech, love Terry. Okay, so what we're going to do is a stained glass thing here. Really pretty popular. I saved myself some time, or saved you some time, really. I use a nail template here. You can see I cut out a couple of shapes out of the pink fade that I'm going to use. Cut some shapes for ocean fade. I'm just going to show you just using a straight rectangle on this silver metallic. All the metallics by Empire Nail Art are holographic. And then I made some cuts in the stained glass that will be kind of self-explanatory later, but basically what I did is I cut out along the black lines. I wanted the black lines to show, and again, great look. I posted up in Facebook and Instagram. A lot of questions about that. Okay, so enough of that. I guess I'm just going to kind of follow a habit here. I have a tendency to work right to left. I don't know why. It's like backwards of reading. So, not sure which one. I think this one will go. So a little bit of light pressure here. And yeah, I do want to do it this way. And, that sucker off. Line up the cuticle line. Attach it. And I'm just looking to press and smooth it onto the nail without any wrinkles. Got a forgiveness to this material. This has got a nice slide to it. Need to be careful not to catch that edge right here because it will dig into the material. But a nice slide that hopefully I can work out these wrinkles here with. And some on sidewalls here, some along cuticle line. Looking pretty good. Still got that. Are you gonna come out? Yeah, there we go, it came out. I was a little off center here. I'll come back and trim that off with scissors and smooth this out along the free edge. I got a little problem here I'm gonna lift up. Got to be careful, sometimes the adhesive will really attach. When you do that, the material will act like a foil. One of the things that makes it so different and so much thinner than the other materials on the market, and with that great adhesive. I was looking for thin so that I didn't use other things to expand the material or get it to lay down well. You know, there's some tricks you can do to overcome the thickness of the material, which I really wanted to avoid, and most nail techs I believe wanted to avoid buying additional expensive equipment to be able to apply material. And let's see if I can get rid of this right here. Didn't do any nail prep here. If I was looking for more than a week, I would have hit it with a light buffer block here. I would have dusted off and then cleaned it with rubbing alcohol and a dry one. I did that anyway, that last part, wiped it down with a lint-free swab and some 91% alcohol just to clean the oils and stuff off. But we're just looking for a 1-week application here, so I did need to slightly roughen up the surface with this buffer block. Because it's so thin, it will chip and wear like polish. That's what's happening right here. Of course, these are a week old, and these don't have a gel top coat. If I laid down a top coat suitable for gels, that would take the impact to prevent chipping and such, as it does on polish. I don't think I made the bottom cuts on these, so I want to be able to attach them. So I didn't follow the whole shape of the nail template because I wasn't looking for that smile line. I was just looking at the cuticle line, and I think I called out. Is all three the same? I called this one out. A little bit of pressure. I can get that up and off. I think maybe I should use the square end of that cuticle line on the nail template, but we'll just go for it here. See what happens. That's okay. It worked out okay. I just love the elasticity of this material. I can stretch and I can smooth in a way that I wasn't able to do with materials that were already on the market, or even for my first few prototype materials when I thought I had the material right, and boy, I didn't. I should have used a wider one here, because I've got some exposure here on this side of the nail plate. If I can work that, press that wrinkle out. Yeah, that one came out. And up top here. And yeah, I should have gone one size up, but I got some wrinkles going on. I pretty much got them out. That's what you get on a one take, folks. Just for the pure sake of reality. I've done probably 20 sets on people by now, including a bunch on myself. And, I'm still getting the hang of it, I think, but I'm getting a lot better. I've noticed I initially tried to apply it like the other materials that were on the market, including when I was doing the prototypes, but I was looking for application methods that are steps to reduce an application, like buying additional equipment, or like having to use an adhesive, or having to use some type of gel top coat for even to get it to last us a week. There were a bunch of things I was looking to overcome, and then when I got this material, I was just so happy with it. But everything takes practice, and I'm still learning a little bit. Let's go in here. This one I did cut out. You can see I went the whole thing, just gotta make the point. Or maybe I was just feeling good. That's too thick. You know what, just down and dirty real quick. I'm just gonna do this. I need one for pinky. Now I'm gonna go back. Okay. And take this in about here. And where is the... Oh, way too thin. Save that for another day and another finger. Which will preserve this little bit of material too, I think, right in here. Cut a nice accent out of that later or something. Fold it up, cut a triangle, cut a heart, something like that, come back. Good color for a heart, we'll make it nice. Heart. So now you saw two without any sidewall trimming using the template, and then here we're gonna deal with sidewall trimming after the fact. And for me, it's about the same time, really. And kind of long odds anyway that the pre-cuts fit every client, every nail, every time, you know. One of a kind don't fit all kinds, that's for sure. Initially I was looking for, I really wanted an uncut material just to be able to do stilettos and be able to do edges, and, you know, to be able to do the crazy stuff. And then also I think the top length of, I think the longest pre-cut length on the market right now is about 1.25 inches, which really isn't that long of a nail. And then if you're going to go smile line forward, of course, on the crazy nails, or if you go to do duck feet, any of that stuff, you're going to have issues, of course. Cut this excess off with this crystal file. Love this file. Rougher at the base than it is towards it. It just kind of finishes smooth. It starts and cuts well and finishes smooth. And look how thin. I see I can just do that. Can't do that with anything else in the market right now. And then follow that crease I set in the sidewall up and along cuticle line. Get that out of the way. Yeah, good there. And then come back on this side. Make sure I'm set in there well. Just going to use my thumbnail. And follow that sidewall along the bend into cuticle line. And then peel that off. Make sure I'm good. All tucked in. Take care of this right here. Nice. One of the benefits about just cutting a rectangle and laying it down is that you can work those wrinkles out of the sidewalls. So really the wrinkle winds up and out and on the skin, and then you trim it off, as opposed to having to work that wrinkle out into the lateral fold. Go back to blue in here. Can you see? I'm going every other one because I get bored. Oh, that's right. Thanks for that. Put this back on here, save it for another day. We're going to do this ring finger in the silver holographic. Whoops. There we are. There we go. Tuck it. I can see that I'm going to have a clean cut, that I'm not cutting through any wrinkles. Very important. Make sure I got this line nice in here. I'll tear this out of the way. That's how thin the material is. One of the things I loved when I got the first prototype batch. There we go. Come here. I'm happy with that right there. Oh, there it goes. Checking it, see how it is, see if I miss anything, making sure I'm good and smoothed out as far as I can go. Nice. Alright, and now pinky, alright, blue, white. You see that other hand? I'm going to match them up, right? So blue. should have used one size down. I think I was, yeah, I could have gone one size down, no big deal. Oh, no. Forget how solid that secret of yours is. There we go, I think we got it. Oops. Thank you. Oops. I want a little bit lighter blue out of that fade because of the stained glass. See that? I don't want to cut through that wrinkle, so I'm going to make sure it's nice on that free edge before I make the cut. Nice. Ah, drop my scissors. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. But that ain't good enough. That ain't no fun. So, tuck that out. Yeah. I think we're good. So now I take the X-Acto and I just cut along some of the black lines here for those shapes. And since I cut this way, and then I just came back and made a straight cut this way, and then I cut this sheet in half, so I got a nice clean half sheet to use for something else. And I'm going to have this left over right here, of course. So peeling apart here, you can see I have this set of shapes now on this side and this set, and I don't know, this one's kind of big. Let's lay it down on the thumb here. Maybe like here, I think. Now move a little over. There. Here, there we go. Thank you. All right, like. Oops. Like that, I think, will be a good look. Yeah. Hmm. Couldn't quite see where I was cutting, so set that line. Okay. Was I done on this one? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, that's not exactly where I want to put it. Oh. Alright. He's calling me now. Love that one over the chrome. And way too wide for pinky. I don't know, I think I'll take it in here. Leave it out for another day, another nail. Was I upside down on this one? Oh, I left it. Oh well, over here. No, you should just come back and do your thumbs in the match. I'm gonna come in here. Off the sheet, might as well not waste it. Alrighty then. Here we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's that.